apresentação? O pessoal fica lá na mesa? Eles têm aula. Então eles não conseguem não ver pela apresentação que eles estão.
Oh, siempre está allí.
Hola. Hello? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So I'm going to call the company's names, and if you are in here, please let me know that you're already here and that you're not at league draw. If you're finished, if you're still at league draw, don't answer. Project Hope. Wealth from Waste. Anama. Perfect. Bread and Bug. Ah, gracias. Project Life Care. Finsak. I know I saw you guys. There you are. Project Arush. Reco. Cleanup. Beehive. Ponflow. Perfect. Disculpa que yo me pare aquí.
No, pero ¿qué pasa? Tranquilo, no pasa nada.
So you guys ready to start? So we're going to be starting in 2 minutes. How does that feel? I think that deserves an applause, right? Well, good afternoon. My name is Cristian Rivera. I am going to be the voice that guides you this afternoon. How are you all feeling today? Wow. Oh, Lord. Can we try that again? How are you all feeling today? Well, that's more than active spirit. Evaluators, investors, how are you feeling today? We're going to have a cocktail after this, and you'll be able to eat some things, have some fun. We were talking with the students, and I told you guys that there was one important thing that we wanted you all to do this afternoon, and that was have fun with this. This is the first ever Enactus Ventures Pitch Day. So the most important thing to do today is have fun with this. You guys competed if you came here to compete. You went through the stress of memorizing all of that stuff, presenting in the big rooms. Have fun with this presentation. Our evaluators, our potential investors are extraordinary. They're here to learn from you and you from them. At the end, we'll all have a cocktail. Our evaluators can ask any questions they have at that moment. But as we start, we're going to see all the pitches. And at the end, we'll have that compartir, as we say in Spanish, that moment to have some fun together and enjoy what Enactus is all about, collaboration. So potential investors, treat them with love, please. And treat them with love as well. So Enactus is a network of leaders that committed to using business as a catalyst for positive social impact. 133 projects from 27 countries. That's a lot, right? Were submitted for this event. And from those 36 ventures were deemed finalists to present before our investors today. So a round of applause for all of you that made it. The ventures were randomly divided into 2 rooms, and you will have the opportunity to hear the ones assigned to this room on an ongoing basis. At the end of each presentation, we invite you to complete the survey that you're going to see, a QR code in a few seconds. There it is. That you can scan. And let's give them 1 second to scan that code. And on your judging rubrics, you have a number, a very special number, that is your judging ID number. If you do not have that rubric with the judging ID number, please raise your hand so I can make sure you get one. Norberto. Anyone else? And Jared. 3. Perfect. At the end of the pitches, we are going to have some time for the network opportunity. And if you want to talk with one of the virtual teams, just ask us to create an immediate connection. Or you can email them once you receive your booklets within the upcoming days. So you will receive an email with all the presentations you're going to see today. You will also receive a booklet that will contain the name of the contact person and their email, so that way you can see the presentations we have here, but you can also read about the other ones that were presented in the other room. And as a reminder, teams, you will have 3 minutes to present your pitch, and all evaluators may approach the teams if they have any questions at the end of the networking event, during the networking event that will take place afterwards. So, let me grab 3 rubrics for my judges, and we're going to get this started, all right? Project Hope. Your time starts now.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Anes Muiri from Midland State University Enactus team in Zimbabwe, and I'm here to pitch our business, Fruity. Fruity is a viable yet sustainable way of turning trash into cash. Fruity took post-harvest losses and turned them into cash through 3 distinct project lines. In the first phase, we made Fruity Eats, which is for humans. In the second phase, as we expanded, we made Fruity Feeds for animal consumption. In the third phase, we made Fruity Seedlings, which caters for the agricultural need for quality seedlings. Fruity is a viable yet sustainable business. We have a contract with the Midland State University canteen to provide them, and it's worth $25,680, and it caters for 28,000 students in 3 provinces across Zimbabwe. Fruity is a sustainable way of turning trash into cash, and we've been using overripe fruits and vegetables to make our products. For expansion, we aim to engage 5 major retail outlet stores so that we provide them with our major products line with Fruity Eats. This project is worth $90,000 annually as the revenue. In a year, we hope to expand regionally, and we've been having patenting rights, and it's at an advanced stage. It's a worthwhile business to invest into because it's of low cost, high profit, and it services the 3 R's necessary to recycling, which are reduce, reuse, and recycle. This is Fruity Eats, going green to make green. Thank you.
Thank you. Great job, Fruity. Our next project will be Wealth from Waste, which is a virtual pre-recorded presentation.
My name is Idris Ridwan Prada. Presenting with me today are
Fatima Idris Adamu,
Kamal Ibrahim.
Amina Musa Haruna.
Bauchi State is situated in the northeast geographical zone of Nigeria. With 20 local governments and about 55 tribal groups, it is a home to one of the finest tourist destinations in East Nigeria. The Yankari Game Reserve, considered in its glorious days as pearl of tourism. Agriculture and mining are the mainstay of its state economy. Sadly, Bauchi State has a large number of unemployed youths who suffer from poverty and low living standard. According to UNICEF, there are an estimated 1.2 million out-of-school children in Bauchi State in 2021, which is one of the highest in Nigeria. This has led to poor living standard, total disregard to environment, poor hygiene, and attendant twin evil of poverty and unemployment. In order to solve this social problem and turn threats into an opportunity, Enactus Bauchi State University provided solution with its Wealth from Waste project,
which is Top-Gum, Dunlop Upcycling Gum, the conversion of Dunlops and takeaways into quality sugar.
At the marketing stage, we structured the products in good quality and designed attractively to stimulate customers' demand. In regards to the price, we reduced the price to as low as $200 per pack for easier affordability, as we used cost leadership measures to tackle competition challenges. At the promotion stage, we applied the buy one get one promo for the first 5 customers. This has increased the sales and persuaded over 150 customers to buy the product. We applied the concept of business to business and business to customers, as we have partnered with Walker Multi-Concept, a shoe producing industry, who handled both the sales and delivery. We sold directly to customers within Bauchi and Plateau. To ensure the project's sustainability, Enactus also partnered with Nengi Emirate Orphans and Underprivileged Support Initiative. This, we believe, will provide the orphans, underprivileged and out-of-school children hands on skill on gun production, a vocation and knowledge that can be easily transferred down to the younger ones. Furthermore, 5% of profit generated will be reinvested for training of the youths. In addition, we also partnered with AU Shoes, a leather and shoe producing industry, to ensure the continuous flow of demand and supply of Top-Gum within Bauchi and Plateau State axis.
We have recorded 80% success.
We trained 360 youths. 200 out of 2 children went back to school.
We created 200 jobs that generated 5 million income. We impacted the lives of over 400 households and saved over 3,000 lives.
Together, we can all serve humanity with pure passion. We are Enactus Bauchi State University.
Round of applause for Wealth from Waste. Next, we'll have the team with Project Anama.
Hello. Okay. Low battery.
They're getting the charger. Project Anama, you may begin your presentation.
Hello everyone, my name is Anna, and I'm going to tell you what us, young leaders from the Amazon, are doing to create a better planet. So, did you know that in the Amazon, tons of plastic are discarded annually? The result, the fish we consume are contaminated, the drainage system is collapsing, families are suffering with disease, and all of this because of plastic. To face this reality, we created Anama. Based on the circular economy, we created a new sustainable business model based on 3 pillars: retain, gather, and connect. In the first pillar, we retain the overflow of plastic through implementing eco-barrier in urban rivers. In the second pillar, we gather household waste by installing eco-points near the eco-barriers, and we also develop environmental education actions for Amazon communities. In the third pillar, we connect recycling agents, companies, government, and communities with Anama to ensure a correct waste disposal. We have created 2 technologies. The first one is an eco-barrier. That is a stronger thread made of PET bottles. This barrier is able to collect 12 tons of plastic per month in different types of canals, and without impact the fish habitat. We have two business models, that is B2G and B2B. And Anama operates with impact reports, advertising of the supporting brands, and collection services. Thanks to all this effort, we have received the national and international recognition. And in 2 years, we had a total income of $50,000, and we prevented more than 300 kilos of waste from being discarded in the environment. This is our partnerships and recognition. And tomorrow, we plan to go even further. So, and we plan to expand the use of Anama technologies on Amazon and around the world, and also includes the B2C format in our business model by creating new products made from recycled plastic. With Anama, the plastic that once was a problem now becomes a solution. And this is our goal, a more sustainable world. Join us in this challenge. Access Anama on Instagram and find out more.
Thank you, Project Anama. Our next presentation will be Bread and Bug, which will be a virtual pre-recorded video.
Brazil's main economic activity is agribusiness. In the last year, this sector was responsible for more than 27% of GDP, more than 150,000 new jobs created, and for feeding more than 800 million people around the world. However, even with all this potential, more than half of Brazilians live with food insecurity and about 33 million people are still hungry in the country. Thus, we see in the market the need to develop a business that facilitates the access of small rural producers to new technologies that increase their productivity, helping them to guarantee the country's food security. With that in mind, we at Enactus created the Bread and Bug. Our business consists in the development of an organic fertilizer innovative in the Brazilian market, the fraise, produced from the collection by sieving of the excreta of the insect known as mealworm or Tenebrio mollitor. After collecting, we take our product to communities of small farmers in the city of Uberlândia, Minas Gerais, where we apply it to the vegetables on the plantation. And to prove the efficiency of our product, we carried out research and observed that the fraise, in addition to presenting higher concentrations of macronutrients for the soil, has the presence of chitin in its composition, which acts as a kind of vaccine, inducing plant resistance to pests and pathogens. But how does it work? Plant cells are equipped chitin-degrading enzymes called chitinase to digest enemy cell walls. When the plant cells recognize the presence of chitin, different signaling pathways are activated and the secretion of chitinase starts. In the last 6 months, we provided fraise to 3 family farmers and thus generated an increase of more than $1,500 in the revenues, reduced by more than 60% the expenses of these small rural producers with agricultural inputs, and we avoided the issuance of approximately 0.4 tons of CO2 equivalent, and we helped them to provide greater food security for 30 families in the area. We intend to start selling our product at municipal fairs for small farmers. Considering a production cost of less than $1 per kilogram and its sale for $3 per kilogram, our projections for July 2023 estimate a turnover of almost $1,500, guaranteeing our financial sustainability. We are currently looking for technical support to help us structure Bread and Bug as a consolidated social impact enterprise. In addition, with the investment of $2,500 in infrastructure and productive capacity, we will be able to double our production and serve a greater share of the national market for family farmers. With the Bread and Bug, we continue to build a bridge to a more sustainable and equal agriculture.
Judges, we are now going to take a 3-minute break, not to leave the room, but so that our judges can get up to date with their votes for the first round of videos and presentations that we saw. Project Life Care.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Project Life Care. Your time is going to start now.
Good afternoon again. My name is Evan Sam, doing a presentation on Project Life Care. In 2016, my auntie died of heart attack because of lack of the delayed in the response of the National Ambulance Service. Not only her, but several others have also suffered the same situation. Receiving that, I had the inspiration to think of how to support these rural communities who, because of lack of good roads, they are unable to access the National Ambulance Service, hence Project Life Care. Our mission is to provide an ambulance service with a subsidized cost for people living within the communities that are hard to reach. The problem is that pregnant women are dying, old women, old men are dying because of that. And 70% of our rural communities are suffering from this particular situation. This is an opportunity for this pregnant woman to survive and to hold on to the belief that they can grow. And so we are providing not only this tricycle ambulance, which is certified by the United Nations Health Authority, but also giving them support and assisting them with solar-powered energy that can thrive without even our normal fuel. The solution is designed and it is customized and designed to fit into the bad roads that we see in the communities. The National Ambulance Service takes between 60 minutes to get to these communities, but this takes only up to 7, which is a standardized reporting time. Our revenue is to provide a fixed and a flat rate for everyone, irrespective of the location they find themselves in the community, because we also want to realize the social impact in that regard. And so it's a flat rate managed by one person and a nurse. So we are able to manage the human resources, pay them off, and still get an operational capacity in terms of the profit that we have. We have already developed this, and it is running effectively. Because it's for the community, they take it as for themselves, and they own it and manage it properly for sustainability. Our team has been consistent and has designed this to support the community with discussions with all the authorities, and so we are in a good stead to survive. Thank you.
Thank you, Project Life Care. Our next presentation will be Project Detector, which will be a pre-recorded video.
Unlike many other villages in Egypt, where palm cultivation is their main source of income. But sadly, the villagers there will have their livelihood at stake because of an insect called palm weevil, which infects the palm trees and cannot be detected till it make it fall.
According to the market in Egypt, 1.7 million tons of this produced annually, contributing to 21% of the global market size, and that piece affects 30% of the trees. Imagine being able to stop them. Here is where we came up with our project, Detector, which is a 3-phase project.
The first phase, we figured out that the palm weevils produce specific frequencies, so we partnered with AI and coding engineers to finally manufacture such a device, which is a device designed to detect the palm weevils early.
The second phase is the extraction of the palm weevils with an eco-friendly method, keeping them alive and causing no harm to the palms.
In the third phase, our team figured out a way to create fish feed from our palm weevils. And after knowing that, we started farming and enriching those palm weevils to help the fish market that has been degrading, to finally reach an organic fish feed with 3 times more protein and 40% cheaper than the competitors.
Then we empowered 10 unemployed young fellas, teaching them how to use the device, with 10 women to capitalize on the trapped insects to be suitable for feed manufacturing, under supervision of agricultural associations, enabling us to save 5,500 palm trees in عزبة النخل and العدوى. We also partnered مصر الخير, Spices Provider, and the National Council for Women to be part of our movement.
And once we introduced our solution to the market, we managed to sell 1,000 kilos of fish feed in the first 2 months, generating 25,000 Egyptian pounds as revenue, and with a net profit of 17,500 pounds, increasing the beneficiaries' monthly income from 400 pounds to 1,200 pounds, with a 300% increase, in addition to selling the device, which costs 1,200 Egyptian pounds.
With our continuous progress, in the second 2 months we generated 50,000 Egyptian pounds, and in the third 2 months we doubled the revenue, achieving 100,000 Egyptian pounds. That cash flow directly impacting the lives of 150 people by providing them with sustainable job and sufficient income, and saving 320 families from poverty and achieving 3 of the SDGs.
We're asking for $70,000, $30,000 going for the device production line, $15,000 for the workforce, $10,000 for marketing and sales, and $15,000 for the fish feed production line.
Round of applause for Project Detector. Our next project will be Finsak.
Finsak.
Hola, hola. Hola. Hello.
Hi.
Project Finsak, your time has begun.
He is Carlos. He is Don Esteban, Carlos' grandfather, who at 65 years old retired receiving a monthly amount of $1,400. Luis, Carlos' father, only aspires to receive a pension of $400 per month. Now imagine, what could happen with Carlos? Surely less than his father, right?
But no. Thanks to Finsak, Carlos will be able to receive 3 times more than his father. Imagine that. Hi, I am Rodrigo.
And I am Regina, and today we're going to show you how Finsak and finances can change the life of millions of young people.
Currently, more than 62% of Mexicans don't know how to manage their money, generating a stagnant economic growth in their lives.
For this reason, we co-founded Finsak, a financial wealth tech tool that supports Latam youngsters between 18 to 30 from zero to create assets.
So, how do we generate financial health in youngsters? Through our services that are financial advice, prediction simulator, financial programs, educational software, and a financial management software that we developed. So now, how do we make money? It's very simple. We make money through selling our services. And from our softwares, we plan to offer a freemium model. These prices are in Mexican pesos.
Unlike the traditional way of hiring a financial advisor, Carlos found in Finsak personalized support that, being automated, allowed him to manage his financial planning at the moment based on his financial needs.
Because Finsak is a personal copilot for their finances. Our key indicator is to increase the number of youngsters with a financial and retirement planning, taking into account the money that that was invested by youngsters, the money that has been paid off of debts by youngsters like Carlos' student loan, and the number of youngsters that are financially self-sufficient.
In 5 months, we have not only impacted Carlos, but also more than 550 youngsters in Latam through our services. We have 17% of conversion, and everything has been organic. We have also sold and collaborated with universities and financial services. In 1 year, we will directly impact 3,000 youngsters, generating $75,000.
Our amazing team is made up of Santiago, an economist and financier, Regina, with experience building and scaling communities, our amazing developer, Eric, and with me, Rodrigo, with experience in fintech.
What could happen if not only Carlos, but also Juana, the cleaning lady, John, the father at home, or Maria, who is at work, use our service?
Imagine the potential of the change in their lives. Today, we are looking for advice on industry, a university collaborations, and an investment of $50,000 through a SAFE with the aim of investing in technology development, marketing, and compliance. We invite you to join our cause of make finances for everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Project Finsak. Our next project will be Worm Generation, a pre-recorded video as well.
Hello everybody, I am Vincent, and because of my very nice French accent, I start with a little video for you.
Could the mealworm be the hero we need? This darkling bitter lava may not look like much, but he's actually a superhero. The mealworm has an amazing power. He loves to eat plastic. While polystyrene and other plastics wreak havoc on the world, the mealworm stands up against them. His power comes from special enzymes in his belly that break down the plastic's basic parts, releasing energy that he uses to survive, making him even stronger. Just like that, the mealworm saves the day. But what about the toxic parts of the plastic? Well, one trip to the bathroom and the mealworms are healthy as ever. That way, the mealworm can still be used as food by other animals, returning to his place in the cycle of life. Oh dear. We can even recycle the mealworm's excrement. Worm Generation wants to use mealworms to find.
I am an agronomic engineer, surrounded by mentors and a good marketing team. Our mealworms will eat tons of organic and plastic waste before being sold into animal feed and natural fertilizer. Based on more than 50 scientific research, including Stanford University, on the first prototype, we could recycle around 8 Olympic swimming pools each month. It will be increased to offer the first worldwide natural, local, and circular solutions against plastic pollution. Where are we? After some laboratory experiments and 1 dozen, I began my first mealworms farms thanks to many support. Even though I cannot still biodegrade plastics due to legislation, I do treat collective bread and production of insects and fertilizer that we will soon begin to sell on markets that have great potential. Like that, we forecast to generate €300,000 of incomes by 2025 and duplicate our farm. Meanwhile, I continue to increase the superpower of our superheroes to provide really innovative solutions in 5 years. With little startup funds, we are looking for as much support as possible and partners in industrial development or the legal field. Don't forget to follow our superhero on social media and change the world.
Thank you, Worm Generation. I'll give our judges a few seconds to complete the evaluation for Worm Generation. And our next project will be Project Arush, which will also be a pre-recorded video.
In the Indian market, because sustainability is at an all-time low, there's a shortage of affordable quality products and a lack of incentive for proper plastic disposal. And thus Project Arush by Enactus DTU has become a valid choice.
With our high-quality, low-cost products made of recycled plastic and organic waste, we perfectly fill the eco-friendly niche in the Indian market.
By utilizing plastic waste from the ground up, we managed to build a profitable business, all the while supporting local communities and businesses.
Based around EcoBricks, today we have a multi-level business model, starting from our collection centers where people sell their plastic waste, which after sorting gets converted to a variety of usable goods like furniture, home decor, and much more.
Our product's high customizability, along with low storage and procurement costs of plastic waste, makes our venture highly scalable. In addition, our service-centric model makes our customer experience immaculate and our product line highly diversifiable.
For our impacts, we were able to recycle 1800 kilograms of plastics, reduce emissions by 9000 kilograms, and impact 75,000 individuals in just our first year of business.
In more concrete terms, we set up 8 collection centers in Delhi with a plan to open 15 more in the coming 2 years. And we achieved successful collaborations with over 25 NGOs, government agencies, and corporates across India.
This led to a net sales figure of $9,451 and a net profit of $4,871, and it is only expected to increase to $79,878 of sales and $70,573 of profit at the end of a 5-year cycle, ending with a stellar 88% of a profit margin due to our considerably low operating costs, supplemented by various tax rebate schemes.
To accomplish all of this, we will require the assistance of industry experts and professionals. Their marketing expertise will enable us to penetrate the corporate world and target different niches.
By offering eco-tiles and bio-packaging, we can leverage such connections and help build an early presence in the manufacturing and food packaging industries.
Increasing manufacturing and establishing more collection centers are crucial to our future success. Increasing our digital presence and improving our service network requires funding. At our current stage, we're looking at an amount of $4,680.
Rest assured that your investment will be fully utilized. A detailed breakdown is displayed on the screen.
As a result, Arush achieves a relatively profitable future and serves to not only offer sustainability and profits, but also a future without plastic waste.
Round of applause for Project Arush. Our next project will be Clorganic, which will also be a pre-recorded video.
South Africa produces an average of 224 million tons of marketable coal annually, making it the 5th largest coal-producing country in the world, economically impacting South Africa with over $2.7 billion. However, it ends up leaving the country with tons of unattended coal waste in the mining industries, resulting in soil erosion and loss of habitation. The large amount of coal washing run the risk of spontaneously igniting and releasing pollutants into the air, leaving our rivers contaminated and threatening the marine life. To address this issue, we developed Clorganic, a project that manufactures and distributes briquettes using coal waste and clay. We experimentally developed different types of briquettes: the hybrid coal, the flagship coal, and the green coal. The most successful experiment was the flagship coal, a briquette that burns up to 8 hours and produces less smoke. Clorganic provides an alternative energy solution that costs less and lasts longer. Our goal with Clorganic was to help the local barbecue businesses to easily turn a profit by helping reduce the cost of material, especially charcoal, whilst reducing pollution. However, We have had interest from informal settlement households that depend on coal stove to warm their water and cook their food. We've also had interest from urban households and B&B owners that would like to use the coal on their fireplaces and Sunday barbecues. We recently met an event hoster who bought the briquette and needed someone to make the barbecue for his guests. By offering the services to make the barbecue for his guests, it ended up opening a new revenue stream for our business. Empowerment is one of the things we as Enactus VET always aspire to do, and as a result, Clorganic is owned and managed by 7 of our own members.
Let's give Clorganic a round of applause. We'll give our judges 30 seconds to complete their evaluations. Our next project will be Project Sugavia, which will also be a pre-recorded video.
Every year, a huge part of cow population gets abandoned due to their low milk yielding capacity, old age, or agrarian distress. The distress of being cast off gets coupled with them being subjected to huge amounts of toxic chemicals present in the plastic waste that is being disposed of without proper treatment. With sustainability as the key factor, Project Sugavia has come up with eco-friendly products like gourmet diyas to lighten up your festivals, phenyl and glass cleaners for your daily home needs, and organic manure to provide the nutrients needed for healthy crops. With animal welfare, environmental security, and cultural preservation at its center, Sugavia aims to enhance both social as well as entrepreneurial growth. It seeks to strive towards the usage of eco-friendly alternatives by employing migrant workers. Under Sugavia, we have collaborated with the cowshed named Shriji Sadan. Moreover, we have been thriving in following a legacy of creating impact by employing sustainable development goals in our business model. The revenue is generated through our websites, stalls, exhibitions, and other social gatherings. Our long-term aim is to promote the use of sustainable methods for managing animal waste and to establish a justifiable environment, hence minimizing unemployment. Sugavia is aimed towards attaining 5 SDGs, namely no poverty, decent work and economic growth, responsible consumption and production, climate action, and life in land. With our new initiative, Go Lake, we produce biodegradable paper sheets made from cow waste while employing the needy. We use technology and innovation to come up with diverse products and are now expecting further support and grants. Therefore, our ask is for 75,000 rupees, which includes the setting up cost of inventories, research and development, logistics, and raw materials. The synergy between potential partners incorporates the best results for a business. Therefore, to maximize the positive impact, we require expertise, experience, and assistance from our proficient partners. We aim for product diversification by introducing items such as envelopes, handmade sheets, etc., and plan on collaborating with more than 5 cow sheds. We want to introduce a certificate program in paper making. Making the beneficiaries self-sufficient and transferring the project completely to them is our priority. We estimate that this project will have a growth rate of 13.96% and will capture 3.25% of domestic paper market, and the revenue generated will be 25 lakh rupees. With a team of beneficiaries who dream of a fulfilling livelihood and a team of students ready to make such dream a reality, Enactus Shahid Rajguru moves forward with Sugavia to create a mindful positive impact. We believe in action for the better and we believe in ourselves. Thank you.
Round of applause for Project Sugavia. We'll give our judges a few seconds to complete their evaluation. And the next company that will be presenting is Reco. Reco, you may begin your presentation.
Hi, we are Reco, Repurpose Coffee. We are an LLC social enterprise that seeks to develop sustainable products based from discarded coffee grounds. Our mission is to reduce and reuse the food waste that pollutes our water and soil. We identified these areas of opportunity. In Puerto Rico, it's estimated that we consume over 73,000 pounds of coffee daily. And around the world, 2,500 tons of coffee grounds contribute to the food waste.
Our solution consists of reusing these discarded coffee grounds to manufacture an organic fertilizer for farmers to better their crops, saving them time and money. Also, we will reduce discarding costs for coffee shops, cafeterias, and fast food chains as we collect their coffee grounds. Our added value focuses on contributing to our country's food security while using a circular economy to develop this organic fertilizer that, as I mentioned, saves time and money for farmers and reduces discarding costs for local shops. We will develop this in 3 main phases. The first will be to develop our very first product, which is the organic fertilizer. The second will be to establish an R&D fund where we will diversify our product portfolio. And then finally, we will implement our scalability plan, forecasting a local growth of 130% on our local client base.
How are we going to generate income? By selling our organic fertilizer to our primary market, who are produce farmers, and also to our secondary market, who are individuals with home gardens. Other resources are young entrepreneurs incentives, incubators and accelerators programs, entrepreneurship competitions, angel investors, and grants. In what phase we're currently at? We're currently developing our portfolio. Over there, let's go. We're currently developing our portfolio with our first product, which is an organic fertilizer. Also, we will be using those income that we generate to continue our R&D development to create different products such as skincare or biodegradable plastic. Our next steps are establishing a marketing strategy, launch our product, which is an organic fertilizer, at the market, participate in different incubators and accelerator programs, and also expand our stakeholder networks. Thank you for this time. We will share our information. You can contact us, and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Reco. We'll give our judges a few seconds to complete their evaluation. Our next project is Project Solarize, which will be a pre-recorded video.
In the previous year, Kenya within Rift Valley region, which account up to 60% of the food supply, incurred 50% loss of the food produced, that translating to 78 billion shillings lost to the farmers due to post-harvest losses as a result of climate change. Thus, causes of food shortage currently in Kenya are leaving up to 3 million of Kenyans under hunger. To curb the food wastage during post-harvest practices, Prestige Energy has developed an automated solar dryer to dry varieties of agricultural produce ranging from cereals, vegetable, fish, fruits, and meat. The dryer uses direct method of drying from the sun directly and indirect method through a heating system that is automated for temperature regulation. The value proposition of the company is that our product has got an automated heating system that is intact with the temperature regulator with the moisture sensors to avoid the burning of the produce for an effective and efficient drying. We also have an IoT-based monitoring system to enhance product efficiency by reducing the human intervention and human labor. We'll be having two revenue models, that is business to consumer model, where we'll be selling our product to different customers who are dealing especially with the cash crop and average stock within the farm areas, and also a subscription-based business model through our partnership with self-help group, women and youth groups, cooperative societies and circles. We have it rented out and operate on the pay demand option to farmers who deal especially with food crops. And on our future projection, having a unit of 6 feet by 10 feet by 8 feet costs us $1,500 and we'll sell it at $1,900, getting a revenue of $4,000. So within the first quarter of the year, we're planning to sell 40 units, second quarter 60 units, the third quarter 90 units, and the last quarter 120 units. So we're having a projection of sales of $228,000 and a revenue of $124,000 within a year. So through that, we are targeting to reach out to 2,400 farmers, thus reduce the food waste by 5% annually. And we're targeting to employ 50 individuals within the first year directly and 200 individuals indirectly. Thus, we're having a projection to increase the annual food security by 5%. On the investment, Prestige is asking for $100,000 that will be used for product development and marketing for the product. As a team, we're a team of 3, and we're looking forward into investment with you. Thank you.
Let's give Project Solarize a round of applause. Our next presentation will be cleanup. This will be a live presentation.
We are
Enactus, City University of Seattle.
Our city is home to beautiful mountains and the ocean. However, graffiti and homelessness skyrocketed over the past few years.
8,166 people were on the streets or in shelters. About 19,000 graffiti complaints in 2021. Graffiti leads to an increase in crime. But graffiti abatement is an opportunity with millions spent. Our team combined both the problems in one solution: cleanup, the only graffiti cleaning business that provides people experiencing homelessness with stable jobs.
We worked with our long-term partner, Uplift Northwest, a nonprofit that provides dignified jobs for those in need for more than 100 years.
We partnered with a cleaning supply company to get supplies and content to create a 2-day training curriculum.
For our 3-month pilot, we hired, we trained, and we managed a crew of 3 workers and cleaned 19 buildings on a daily basis, resulting in a decrease of graffiti tags by 90%. We proved that everyday cleaning is key to eliminating graffiti.
Our project received positive feedback from our workers in the community. Here's one of our workers.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it. We get thanks all the time for doing that, you know, but it's a never-ending job, and we're happy to do it.
Businesses want to contract with us, and we got featured in the local news. A first for City U.
Yeah, hello there from downtown Seattle. We are along 3rd Avenue today, where a student-powered project is hard at work trying to clean up the streets. And it is a unique idea. In fact, they won a national competition.
Cleanup, a unique graffiti cleaning business focusing on high-quality work using environmentally friendly products and training unskilled workers.
Currently, we are transitioning the project to Uplift. We are enabling Uplift to run the business and expand its reach and impact. We are also working on a City of Seattle agreement to double the business.
Pilot phase, we face 2 challenges with transportation and storage.
Our solution is a mobile cleanup station in a truck for $70,000.
With additional capital, we are confident that cleanup will continue to grow and succeed.
Be part of the solution to create the future of social change as we replicate the business elsewhere.
Will you join us?
Thank you, cleanup. Our next project will be a pre-recorded presentation.
A B. 3 simple letters that constitute such an important name of a much necessary creature on this earth. These heroes are important for several reasons. They're responsible for pollinating a large percentage of the world's plants, which is essential for the plants to reproduce. But also bees produce a manifestant product, honey, which is a valuable food source for humans. Now, just imagine if bees die, the world would be a very different place. We will lose a major source of pollination for crops and other plants. This could lead to a decrease in food production as well as a decrease in the diversity of plant life.
We are not imaginating anymore. We're starting to see in this hard reality. Bee mortality is due to many reasons, such as climate change and propagation of a parasite called varroa.
Is an example of many suffering from the extinction of our hero, the bee. And as the employment of beekeepers decreases, honey production will also decrease.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine a garden without colors and withered flowers?
With our project, your gardens will regain their color. Beehive chip, a small chip which is adapted to any type of hive, will be placed in the middle of the hive to measure the mass, temperature, humidity, location, and buzzing of the bees. Unlike traditional hives, ours contain both drawers to facilitate the collection of honey, and to mention that our hives are equipped by solar plates linked with the Beehive device, which ensures a favorable environment for bees.
Through our project Beehive, we are working to end the bee mortality and the rural exodus, as well as the suffering of many women and beekeepers of our target village who have no income to improve their living system by producing and commercializing our eco-friendly Beehive box.
So in order to empower women in the process, we established a center hub in the village by hiring a lot of women there that are helping us produce, commercialize a high honey quality with different flavors.
Ladies and gentlemen, after presenting our project, here is our impact. With Beehive, we will save the life of more than 100 million bees. With Beehive, we will help more than 50 beekeepers. And with Beehive, we will hire more than 10 women. And finally, we will protect our planet by pollination of more than 2 million plants.
We were able to generate a total revenue of $10,488 by selling 82 bee boxes at a unique price of $55 and 398 bottles of honey at $15 each.
We are looking for new partners and interested investors who are willing to invest money and time to help us grow our business and make it more impactful in the Moroccan kingdom, but also worldwide.
From Morocco to Puerto Rico.
Students.
Entrepreneurs with innovation.
We are Beehive.
Thank you, Beehive. Our next project is a live presentation brought to you by PhoneFlow.
Hello. Yeah.
PhoneFlow, you may begin your presentation.
Hello. My name is Jan Vélez, founder and CEO of PhoneFlow, a carpooling marketplace planning service. In Puerto Rico, public transportation is segmented. There is people that need to travel all around the island, and sadly, the government lacks the resources and infrastructure to expand. Our solution is to crowdsource public transportation. We create intermunicipal route circuits so drivers can provide seats on their own vehicles and passengers can reserve a seat online and stop worrying about their journey. Our first product is a web application which enables drivers to share a seat online and based on demand suggestions. Our goal is to connect every city in Puerto Rico and make transportation accessible for everyone. Considering acquiring 5% of every person between the ages of 18 and 65 years old, our market would be valued at $30 million. Our business model is very simple. We charge 25% for each transaction made through our app. Here you can see how our competition in Puerto Rico compares to us. None of them have a model with high reach and online transactions. Our key differentiators are online services, demand optimizations, strategically established connection points, pricing set by drivers, predetermined route circuits, and enabling users to plan trips ahead of time. Our growing strategies is to events and partnerships to help us expand. Our team is the best team to lead and build this project thanks to our background and experience on leadership, software development, and marketing. These are our milestones accomplished to date. Now we're raising capital to launch our go-to-market strategies. Our impact is based on empowering individuals, innovating current processes, and reducing fuel consumption. We are seeking $15,000 to help us get to market and cover operation expenses for the first 3 months. Join us revolutionizing transportation at phoneflow.com. Thank you.
Thank you, PhoneFlow. And our last presentation of the day will be a pre-recorded video for the company La Roue du Salon.
Collectively, we drive 1.5 billion tires every year to the end of their useful life. And at the end of that life, we encounter a paradoxical dilemma. They do not naturally decompose, yet we use more of them. According to a study by Golson Research, around 1 billion of waste tires are generated every year, an alarming figure if we take into consideration that only 10% of it is processed by the recycling industry. So how do we substantially reduce waste generation by 2030? We at La Roue du Salon believe it's through environmentally sound management of waste tires. We believe that if the chairs you're sitting on right now were made of reused tires, life would have been better. Not only is it resilient and sustainable, but it's also elegant. Inspired by the land of crafts and arts, our Moroccan-made products are finely worked in 3 local workshops across the city of Tangier, where our craftsmen make out of these tires various furniture such as ottomans, tables, chairs, and so on. But again, why do we believe our craftsmen would make life better? because unlike the typical low-cost mass manufactured pieces, we provide a unique, custom-made experience for our clients in which they feel good about themselves because they can connect with the deep-rooted Moroccan heritage while keeping the carbon footprint low. And in the process of making lives better, eco-friendly and green, we also uplift livelihoods. By selling an average of a dozen ottomans per month, our beneficiaries would make $250, which equals an annual revenue of $3,000. This income is additive because our system only requires a maximum of 2 days per week to operate, so it does not cancel their already existing household income streams. But this is not where we intend to stop. Our team aims to increase the gross margin through producing revenue with significantly lower costs. In 12 months, and with increasing our client base, the cost of raw materials will be 35% cheaper than this year. Our gross margin potential will grow substantially. We are looking to hire a small team of craftsmen, train them and employ them in full-time positions, which will allow a better mastery of the profession and a more efficient performance. We will be able to produce 50% more. During those 12 months, we will be progressively expanding our product range from furniture to decoration to outdoor products. This way, we will be able to move from only manufacturing and selling online to opening our first store. La Rue du Salon is looking for $20,000 funding to help expand our business and answer to the increase in demand. We will be using these funds to manage our business costs, which include the setting up of the store in the city in order to meet our target of growth. We are looking for a convenient location where we can train our craftsmen and set the premises for them to work full-time. Funding will also be used to launch a promo campaign and hire a marketing team to help with social media coverage, website setting, offline events, and partnerships development. 10% of our funding will go to marketing materials, while 50% of it will be used in favor of our new hires and 40% for our products development. Our team believes in our human capital and that if we provide the right space, training, and compensation, our potential of making lives better will grow substantially. We at La Rue du Salon believe that we have what it takes and made our decision about it. So what about yours?
Round of applause. Judges, please join me in thanking all our teams today for their pitches. And we invite you to all share with them in the networking session. Hope you enjoyed the creativity and innovation of the Enactus teams and how we expanded our capacity to not only include students here right now during the Enactus World Cup, but students that might not have the opportunity to be able to be here today. So let's give them a round of applause as well. Enjoy the networking session, and thank you for coming to the first ever Enactus World Cup Venture Pitch Day.